YouTube, what it do, loved ones? You know the motto. If you can, after the story, go over there, hit me with a like, which is a thumbs up, and that'll let me know I'm kicking my stuff. This story take place kind of late 90s, Los Angeles men Central County Jail main line, homie. And at this time, the older homies then, they'll get a few cells if they had pull and could move around that county jail on certain floors. They'll get a couple cells and kind of pack homies up in them and make it like a blood module setting on the main line. Homie, be a few homies will have a couple cells and be kind of thick up in them. So anyway, to dive into the story, homie, it's about a few days heading into Thanksgiving, homie. And this story is based on us actually mixing a homie the day after Thanksgiving. So anyway, homie, the young homeboy at that time, he come up in there and it's like a Sunday. And they was supposed to run store that Wednesday and Thanksgiving was that Thursday, homie, at that time, dog. So the homies in the cell I was in, we all knew we wasn't hitting store, homie. You know, our funds was low. The people we was kind of hitting up, you know what I'm saying? We had kind of gave them a break, and we was kind of working off the little bag of food and little stuff we had until probably the next week or so, homie. But anyway, we wound up getting this younger style Damu type young homeboy fall up in there. And at this time, it wasn't dead homies. Dudes are put it on particular homeboys that they probably heard other homies in the hood chanting or homegirls chanting, homie. So the younger style Damu homie at that time, he had a problem with putting it on Big Wooty Whoop. Oh, homie, on Big Wooty Whoop, man, on Whoop. I'm just gonna say that as a name. I'm not gonna speak on the actual name that he was saying, homie. So the homie kept telling them, man, you know, slow down on that, dog. If you gonna make it happen, you gonna make it happen. He was supposed to get stored and feed us for the holidays, homie. So anyway, like I say, he come up in the cell like on a Sunday, that Tuesday or something. I mean, you know, he fill out his little store thing, so he waiting for that Wednesday. But that Tuesday, the homie go to court and somebody else go out on an attorney pass, homie. So with the cell kind of clear with homies moving around on attorney passes and going to court and all that, I kind of try to lace the younger style homeboy and tell him, dog, you ain't got to be putting it on stuff and all that. Some of the homies in here fight serious cases and they be taking people word to the heart, dog. So you might want to stall that out, homie. He like, nah. He go again on Big Booty Whoop, homie. It's all good, homie. So I'm like, all right, homie, go ahead. He one of them homies you can't tell nothing to, homie. So I attend to my business. So later on that day, all the homies start flexing back in from they doing course and attorney pass and medical and just moving around. He got the nerve to tell the homies, hey, homie, Half was talking about y'all don't think I'm gonna make the story come through and feed everybody for the holidays and this, and that. When he say that, I'm looking out the corner of my eyes like, man, this fool's a sucker, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to lace him thinking he a younger YG. At that time, we can cut it up because he ain't too far below me in age-wise, homie. So anyway, that Wednesday come and store supposed to hit. So at these times, they had to, I think the store people was wearing blue khakis and a light blue shirt. And at that time, you would catch some sisters, some black females coming through working occasionally, doing canteen, doing store on these roads, homie. And we happened to have one that was, you know, a couple that was regulars. So anyway, at this day, you know, we kind of get G'd up. It might be a homie on the phone and get his hair come because we know some females probably finna come through and pass out some canteen. So anyway, as they hitting the road and coming down, they get to us. They look. Nobody's get called, homie. So we looking like, damn, this fool. One of the homies started laughing. Like, damn. So fool on about, y'all ain't got nothing for me. Y'all ain't got nothing for me. So they like, nah. So he woofing. Oh, man, they might come back. They might come back. So they wind up not coming back no time that day. Motherfucker been lying. So the homeboy tell him, the older homie at that time, I ain't gonna mention his name. He tell the homeboy, check this out, blood. What's going on with that? Man, you was putting it on the homeboy and doing all that, homie. What's going on with that, dog? And he tell the homie, hey, jump on the phone, hit your girl or your peoples and find out what's going on. He like, man, I ain't finna call my people and bug my people with that. The homie like, check this out, homie. You was just putting it on everything, homie. On blush, jump on that phone. Man, I ain't finna call them collect. So the homie tell me, hey, half. I say, what's up, homie? He like, don't you got them burnouts? And at that time, my auntie them would get burned out and just let us call. And I'm like, yeah. So I yell out the number, you know what I'm saying? 213-755. Whoop, wop, whoop, wop. You know what I'm saying? So he like, man, I ain't finna call them with that. So the homie like, check this out, man. I'm gonna give you some time to think on that and hit your people, dog. You was just blowing, you blew up the homie. You was talking all that hostile talk about you gonna feed us and Thanksgiving tomorrow. The homie like, check this out, homie. By it being Thanksgiving tomorrow, if you don't get no explanation, call your people or nothing. We gonna toss you up, flip you up, beat you up. Uh, the day after Thanksgiving, homie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do it on Thanksgiving, but the day after, I'm gonna put hands on you. So he tried to like, feel like he thinking this is gonna be a head up that he'll get in with the homie. So he like, man, if I gotta get out off of my mistake, then you know what I'm saying, whatever. But the principle was it wasn't your mistake, homie. It was your mistake. But you put it on the homeboy, homie. And when you put something on the homeboy, it ain't just your homeboy. It's the hood homeboy. And we all take it personal in different ways about a homeboy that's passed. If he's high in the hierarchies of us loving this member, homie. So anyway, dog, Thanksgiving hit. Homies, we just sitting around. We get the trays that the Los Angeles County Jail service, and then we break out some. After that, we break out some sweets that we just had, just tucked over because we not in jail. We all break out our sweets and all that. I had some grandma cookies. I went on and moved on them, and the homies had some cinnamon buns. They moved on them. That was dessert for us. And the older homie at that time, active, banged out, good standards at that time. He steady looking at us and looking at the younger style, Damu homeboy, that lied about he was going to feast out and let us eat good on Thanksgiving. So, homie, we wound up going to sleep. The next day hit after Thanksgiving. And we just programming. And time wound up spinning off into lunch that day. And I'm thinking the homie gonna just, kind of get a dude to pass, even though I was hot. That he spoke about what I tried to tell him on the side about putting stuff on everything and how if you can't make nothing happen, don't say that. But I'm thinking the homie gonna, the day then went into midday lunch then hit. I'm thinking he gonna get a pass. The homie wound up eating. We all wound up eating. And the homie tell the younger style, Damu homie, eat your lunch. He like, I'ma save it. The homie said, nah, you gonna need all the energy you can. I'm finna beat your ass. He like, man, I don't need no lunch. So we all sitting on the edge of the bed eating. All of a sudden, homie, you hear something go off like a gun hit, homie. Bow! I kind of like turned around, kind of startled with a burnt out look on my face. The homie look at me like, what's happening? I'm like, what's happening? He like, what's happening? I'm like, what's happening? He like, you feel some type of way because I slapped this motherfucker? I'm like, nah, why you say that? He like, because you turned around all like that. I said, nah, homie, that shit was loud. I kind of didn't know what happened, homie. So the homie got the flexion on the younger style, Damu type homie. Fine, you know what I'm saying? So the younger style Damu homie, he tried to square up, homie. You know what I'm saying? And try to throw two, homie. Woof, woof. The homie get off on him. Bang, boom, bop, boom. Flex him, homie. Flex him on down, homie. And in the midst of that, the homie tell me like, hey, I'm like, what's happening? He like, fold this nigga, homie. So I get out there, I get up in the middle of the cell, homie, and we ain't really got that much room. And I hold I hold my head back. I tell him to get up. I hold my head back. I get to coming in with my head back. Boom, 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 boom. This fool, he get to trying to give me a fade. Boom, boom, we both going at it. Boom, 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 boom. The homie come in with a dope fiend on him. Bam! Like, nigga, you would get on with half, but you didn't get on with me like that, homie. So the homie like, line that shit back up, nigga, come on. The homie get the fold on him. Boom, 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 boom. Fool ain't even trying to get back off on the homie. So that got me hot, homie. So I come in with a big old foot. Bam, homie. And we get the mixing on the homie. Boom, boom, boom. So a couple other homies give off a couple punches, and one homie come through. He like, blood, raise up off of him, blood. That's enough, homie. You know what I'm saying? He learned this lesson, homie. 89 on up, G stuff, not G stuff. And that's a story where we tipped the homie up the day after Thanksgiving for lying about canteen, like he was finna make a big old spread for us to eat for the holidays, homie. And that lesson was for him to learn, keep your mouth closed, homie. If you can make something happen, make it happen. If you can't, don't really speak up on it like that. And I wind up seeing that homie years later on the streets, homie. And I remember he walked up on me. He was like, what's happening? And I was like, what's happening? I like kept the same energy because dudes be wanting to see how you moving after an event like that, homie. And they been through something with you. So he like, what's happening? I'm like, what's happening? He like, shit, out here getting my bang on. And then I kind of, when he had his hand like this, I looked down, he had like a little 380. I said, that's right, as you should, homie, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, no hard feelings on that bullshit. I'm like, what you talking about? He like that county jail shit. He was like, I was out of line, homie. You know, and I learned, been time and I learned. And I've been applying that same pressure in the hood on young homies that been lying and not holding their word. I said, homie, and that's how we supposed to do it. We take them disciplines and we take all them as learning experience, homie. But that's how it was in them county jails. If you didn't stick to your word with certain homeboys, they was gonna sick us on each other, homie. 89 on up. G stuff, not ye stuff. And I'm gonna keep sending it.